How's it going, everybody? What's up? Welcome to week 2 of the LPL. I'm Trevor, TP123101, whatever you want to call me, coach of the Massachusetts Metapods. This week, I am up against my good friend Shykrow, coach of the Gothenburg Mercros. He's also going to be recording these battles that he's doing for this league and posting them on his channel, so I highly recommend you check him out. His link will be in the description. As you guys might be able to tell, I got a new mic. Hopefully I sound a bit better. Trying to increase the quality little by little. But let's get into our matchup here. My opponent has a very scary team. The Gothenburg Mercros, his Terra captains, looking at this, are Hoopa with Ghost, Dark, and Fairy, Suyan Avalug with Rock, Water, and Flying, and then Spite Ops with Bug, Ground, and Dragon. I'm not too confident in which Terra captains he might bring. I could see potentially like Terra Flying Avalug. I could see Terra Ground Spite Ops. Terra Ground Spite Ops specifically to hit Klefki with a ground type move, so it's not Klefki isn't just sitting there in front of it and defogging away whatever it sets up. Because that would be the main reason Spite Ops would come, would be for webs. His team, outside of those 3 Terra captains, is absolutely terrifying. Grimmsnarl to set up dual screens and being immune to prankster moves in itself, being able to Thunderwave my prankster Pokemon. It's kind of really scary. King Gambit is terrifying. Iron Moth is really good into my team. Mega Venusaur is hard for me to answer offensively and defensively, kind of. And Garchomp is absolutely terrifying. So I have a few answers for these Pokemon. Ultimately, the number one things to keep in mind going into this are that I have the clear speed advantage. 3 of my Pokemon guaranteed outspeed his entire team, barring any boosting of any sort, and another one speed ties with his fastest Pokemon. So, like, just right off the bat, I have a clear speed advantage, and obviously his team is very comfortable boosting speed and using priority with Garchomp being able to run Choice Scarf, Thunderous Siren as well, Quaquaval being able to Aqua Step or Rapid Spin to give itself boosts, Booster Energy Iron Moth being very common, boosting speed, Sucker Punch on King Gambit, and Prankster boosting the status moves of Grimmsnarl. His team has ways to get around that, and his team's not slow by any means, it's just my team is really fast. And he has a major weakness to ground that was really hard for me to actively exploit, but I have a little bit of that covered. I'm more so just countering individual Pokemon, though, not so much his entire team. How am I going to do that, you might ask? Well, I will show you. Opening up with, of course, Rescue the Iron Valiant, the obvious Pokemon that is probably going to come to just about every single week. Rocking a Life Orb with obviously Quark Drive, Mixed Attack again. This one is rocking Brick Break to get rid of screens, Moonblast because it hits pretty much his entire team really hard. Rocking with it's a 144 special 144 speed with the naive nature, lowering special defense but raising speed. Max special attack and the rest in attack. With some calcs that I've pulled up, I'm speed creeping the Garchomp, assuming he's not Choice Scarf. And I do massive damage to most of his team with this Life Orb. Being able to switch moves is going to be huge. Moonblast, I believe, has a high chance to one-hit KO an offensive Garchomp. Brick Break obviously kills offensive King Gambit, and it also can be good for breaking screens. Knockoff will cripple the Doublade and other Pokemon that rely on their items, and also kills the Hoopa. And Psyshock, while I don't plan on clicking it often, is an option if this is all that I have left against a non-boosting speed Iron Moth or the Mega Venusaur. I ran Psyshock over Psychic because Iron Moth has less physical bulk than special. And another interesting calc that I had was that I believe it's on a defensive Grimmsnarl, with both screens up. Moonblast into Brick Break guaranteed kills it because Brick Break does damage on the broken screens and not with the screens up. So that's huge. And yeah, this is kind of just my breaker. This will come in, it'll do big damage to most of his team. Once I figure out some sets, like what Pokemon are Choice Scarfed, whether or not he has Booster, Iron Moth, etc., etc., this is the Pokemon that's going to come in and take advantage of those slower Pokemon and just kind of bully most of his team. I'm taking Sucker Punches from King Gambit and killing it with Brick Break, so he's never gonna be able to really pressure this with that. That is Rescue the Iron Valiant. Next up, because we have a few issues with Pokemon like Mega Venusaur, like I mentioned, and also Iron Moth. My next Pokemon would be Edge the Ceruledge, who's kind of my answer into both of those a little bit, less so the Mega Venusaur, more the Iron Moth. I have a different answer for Mega Venusaur. With leftovers, Flash Fire, Bitter Blade, Poltergeist, Flame Charge, and Bulk Up with a very interesting EV spread. That is the highest HP I can have to receive the maximum healing from leftovers. I don't know the exact math off the top of my head, how much I'm healing each time. I didn't put that in my notes, but I know it's there for the maximized healing from the leftovers with max special defense to help me take hits from the Iron Moth, as well as like Thunderous Therian and Hoopa, although less so. Because I don't think those are really coming, and I have other, like, my entire team kind of handles them pretty decently. Bitter Blade with leftovers, giving me just kind of passive healing, and doing massive damage to most of his team. With really his only answers for a strong fire move being like kind of Quackable and Garchomp, although if I'm have a bulk up, I'm still doing massive damage into those, and the Iron Moth, who, yeah, it's not very physically defensive. I still do like 30%, and I'm healing. I am doing more damage than he is doing to me, and I'm healing off of it as well. So, especially with leftovers, I'm actually pretty comfortably healing. Um, Poltergeist can guaranteed kill the Iron Moth, I believe, as long as it's not invested heavily in HP and defense. Flame Charge to potentially get a speed boost to run away with the game if I get a few bulk ups up. And bulk up to help handle things like the Garchomp, potentially the King Gambit. I believe with 2 bulk ups up, I can take a Sucker Punch from King Gambit. I believe I do guaranteed outspeed King Gambit. I should double check that before the game, but Bitter Blade obviously kills it, and it does big damage into things like Garchomp. It obviously makes contact and such, but it's healing me as well, so I should be fine there. I should say, Poltergeist, Oko's Iron Moth, assuming it has an item. If it's running Booster Energy, I can't click Poltergeist, and that's something important to mention. That's why I know the calcs for Bitter Blade as well, because I've had to click it a few times in mocks. If he's running Booster Energy Iron Moth, then I can't click Poltergeist, which is a little unfortunate, but I can figure it out. But yeah, there have been mocks that I ran that I was just using Ceruledge to kind of wall the Iron Moth, and I ran away with the game. Although I do have a small problem with the Iron Moth, and that is that if it has Toxic and Substitute, which it really only needs fire and poison coverage to hit my entire team pretty hard, I'm kind of shit out of luck. So, like, with Subtoxic, if he plays his cards right, he can beat this thing. So if he's booster speed with that set, um, I just kind of lose the game. And so I do have a backup for this, as well as an option to kind of, in my answer into Quackville as well, this used to be Ogerpon Wellspring. But Ogerpon speed tying with the Iron Moth and not being able to run Choice Scarf to speed tie with it if it's booster speed meant that I was always losing those matchups where that set was brought. So, to retaliate, I switched that to Lockjaw the Basculin, and people are probably thinking I'm insane switching out an Ogerpon Wellspring for a Basculin? Rocking the Choice Scarf with Rockhead and Wave Crash guaranteed kills any variant of Iron Moth. Aqua Jet to hit it if it is booster speed, because it's going to be outspeeding me then. It doesn't guaranteed kill, but it does a lot of damage, so with just a little bit of chip from Ceruledge, that's gonna really fucking hurt. Flip turn as well, just doing big damage to a large portion of his team, as well as switching out and outspeeding most everything. My speed investment with the 152 plus speed nature is so that way I can outspeed a +1 Quacklevolt, as well as the rest of his team unboosted. And I 2-hit KO that with Psychic Fangs. I don't believe it can 2-hit KO me. Or I don't believe it can 1-hit KO me, I should say. As well as the special defense investment I put in, so that way I could better take energy balls from the Iron Moth if I have to. Although I don't think you'd be running that, and I do believe with this investment I can take a Sludge Wave from the Iron Moth, if it is booster speed, with that one particular set that kinda counters the Ceruledge. I think it is the only way that the Iron Moth can beat Ceruledge, which is really interesting. You guys are probably asking me, like, Trevor, what? You mentioned you had a problem with the Mega Venusaur. What do you do about the Mega Venusaur? Well, I will show you what I do with the Mega Venusaur. I bring back Ion. Last two were the only two Pokemon making their debuts this week. Ion is returning to claim some more lives. It's currently tied for my kill leader. With Terra Steel and Levitate, this thing walls so much of his team. Bug Buzz, Volt Switch, and Flash Cannon. The HP investment is for the obvious same thing as the Ceruledge with the max HP off of leftovers. 136 defense allows me to better take hits from things like Garchomp, Kingambit, Doublade, and Grimmsnarl. And just with my natural typing of, well, with the Terra Steel, I'm immune to Sludge Bombs from the Venusaur, I resist its Grass-type moves, and I'm immune to its Earth Power because of Levitate. 144 special attack Modest does some massive damage into his team. I do about 50% to Venusaur with Bug Buzz. Volt Switch just hits a lot of his team very hard. He obviously has his 2 immunities. One thing this thing can't handle is actually the Thunderous Therian. I struggle very hard with that. But again, I have other Pokemon for that. Hopefully. Ideally. Flash Cannon does about 50% to Grimmsnarl, even or before screens are up, and I have Roost to keep myself healthy, stall out those screens potentially, hit other things really hard. Yeah, and Vikavolt is just kind of here. It's mostly here for Venusaur, but it also just kind of helps with most of his team. If he's not careful, if he's not prepared for Terra Steel Vikavolt, I can run away with the game with this thing. And yeah, Vikavolt is doing what Vikavolt does. Up till now, I have a few, like, kind of baby answers for Garchomp, but it's still a pretty big threat, and so, especially on switch-in. So, I don't really have a switch-in, although I guess Ion is kind of my switch-in, hoping for Earthquake. But depending on the Garchomp set, once I figure out, once we get into the rhythm of play, between Ion and Jingle Jangle, the Klefki, these are my two answers into the Garchomp. And so hopefully between Ion with Levitate, he'll never click Earthquake on it, so I can then get the free switch to Klefki, get my Magnet Rise up, so I'm immune to his ground-type moves. With Reflect and my investment 238 HP and max defense, he doesn't even 3-hit KO me with Fire Fangs. Protective Pads is there because Draining Kiss does still make contact, even though it is a special move. So I don't want to be taking Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet damage on that. It actually just kind of counters my healing if I do take that damage, so it was better to get the Draining Kiss healing than to not. I have the Calm Mind for potentially boosting off of him and potentially running away with the game. Again, a lot of my Pokemon can kind of do that, where they just kind of take it and go if he lets them. I don't think he will let all of them, but I'm hoping that one of them will be kind of unaccounted for. And yeah, that is the main reason that Klefki is here. It's also a soft answer into things like the Kingambit and the Grimmsnarl, being able to stall Grimmsnarl through screens. Max attack Adamant Kingambit does about 35 to 48% with Iron Head without Reflect up. If I'm already set up with the Calm Minds, potentially a +2 Draining Kiss does 30 to 36 back, and I heal 20 to 25%, so I am just winning that every time. If I get the reflect up, I'm doing even better. And yeah, I have the leeway to potentially get to that if he switches in, if I'm not already there. And lastly, we have a kind of like just good Pokemon into most of his team. We have Autobots, the Iron Treads, rocking the heavy duty boots with Quark Drive, obviously. 224 speed with Jolly Nature outspeeds Garchomp. I believe, right? Yeah. Yeah, this outspeeds Garchomp. Yeah, Garchomp is 102. I'm smart. I know what I'm talking about. Max attack, the rest in HP. Just kinda is here to do some things. I can get rocks up potentially for chip, although they're not necessary. They are nice to have. The Earthquake, if I can get in on the non-boosting Iron Moth, like if it's not max speed for whatever reason, if I'm outspeeding it, then Earthquake guaranteed kills it, obviously. Also does big damage into like King Gambit and Doublade. Iron Head breaks the Grimmsnarl. And this team has a really big problem with webs, so I have a rapid spin to remove them. But I just got the message that my opponent is ready to battle, so I'm gonna get that set up and I will skip to the battle for you guys. So I'll see you guys then. All right, we are here. We are live. Let's fucking do this. Oh, I'm a little bit nervous. Good luck and have fun, Shykrow. He brought the Doublade, which I wasn't expecting. No Spite Ups, no Terror Captain. Is very interesting. No Grimmsnarl is actually huge. Oh, okay. Something I want to check really quick. Does the Doublade get rocks? It doesn't. King Gambit could be a potential lead. Garchomp to set up rocks. I think I lead Klefki. I think there's a solid chance he leads like Scarf Iron Moth or Scarf Quackvole or something. I think I lead Klefki. The fact that he's taking so long is kind of relieving the nerves a little bit. I am going to cut a lot of this out because I haven't been talking, but I might leave things like this in just when I have something to say. Okay, and we have Klefki versus Garchomp. This is actually exactly what I wanted to lead with. I'm gonna go for Magnet Rise, so he can't Earthquake me. He's probably gonna get up his rocks, which is fine, because that means I can get Reflect up next. And I'm okay with this. He just hard switches to Venusaur. With this up, there's not much he can do to me. He kind of has to go for Giga Drain. I can kind of just hard switch. Oh, okay. He's playing some mind games. All right, we're moving fast. He doubled into Doublade. I hard swapped to Vigavolt. I can't imagine he's gonna stay in here and let me just Volt Switch. I think I'm going to Terra and click Flash Cannon. How much does that do to Doublade? Let me run a calc real quick. Yeah, I think I click it. He did stay in. That did nothing. He is definitely specially defensive. I didn't properly calc that. I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Let's see really quickly. I'm gonna run a lot of calcs. Hang on. He has to be max special defense. That is good to know. So that means he can't be max attack. Which is kind of terrifying. Oh, I don't have Eviolite on this. Fuck! That's why my calcs were so fucking off. God, I'm an idiot. He does still have to be max special defense, I think. Yeah, pretty much. It could have been a mineral if he's not, like, max, but he's pretty much max. And 20 to the Volt Switch damage falls right in there as well. Yeah, okay. Fuck, I think I have to do this. Go to Iron Treads. He's Sacred Swords. Fuck! I should outspeed, though. Does Shadow Sneak kill? Holy shit. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. Am I about to get... I'm about to get swept by Doublade. Oh no. If he has Shadow Sneak, I'm absolutely about to get swept. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. How did I let this happen? My calcs were so off. Oh my god, I was moving too fast. Alright. We're just gonna play it out. We're gonna see what he does. Come on, Shy. Don't take too long. I am fucking dying here. I don't need Autobots. Rocks aren't that big of a deal. So don't need to get rid of them late game. Although they could be a big deal for Ledge potentially. Depends on what the Iron Moth set is. But I don't need my own rocks. He doesn't have Grimmsnarl. There's really the only reason that Autobots is here is I feel bad with Autobots keeps getting sacked off. Oh my god! He doesn't have Shadow Sneak. He doesn't have Shadow Sneak. He doesn't have Shadow Sneak. Okay. Okay. I'm still in this. I'm still in this. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I know that Vikavolt outspeeds. He's not going to save this. I think I just go you. And I think I flip turn. I think that's my safe play. Yep, there we go. Get you out of there. Kind of want to get Rescue in. Is if Iron Moth is his answer to Rescue, I can answer that. I think that's my play. Get Rescue in. Rescue handles pretty much everything else. He might go Venusaur here. I'm fine with that. Oh my god. That had my heart fucking stopped. Holy shit. I feel really bad I'm not giving good commentary, and that was also terrible performance on my part. Oh my god. He actually won this if he had fucking... Oh, if he had that shit. Okay. If he had Shadow Sneak. Whew. Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's take our time. Whew. Put a click Psyshock here. He guaranteed kills me though. A Sludge Bomb. And I've already Terastallized with Ion. There's really no reason for me to not go Ion. Honestly, no reason for me to not go Klefki in case he tries to go Garchomp, expecting Ion. If he goes hard Garchomp, doubling again, and I assume it's Tank Chomp because it was lead. Ion does decent into it. It's not great. Bug Buzz actually does more than Flash Cannon, which is interesting. I don't like having rocks up, but I'm not up that against it. Yeah, I think I do this. He hard went interesting. It is booster speed. I'm going to hard switch Ledge. Hard switch Ledge. Almost any set I hard wall, with the exception being sub-toxic. If he clicks substitute here, I might cry. It gets literally nothing to hit Ledge. So it literally has to stall it out with toxic. Sludge Wave does fucking nothing. Cool. Alright. And I can find out what set that is based off of this. Oh, I'm not thinking about content here, which means this video is probably going to be all over the place. That falls right into the typical booster speed range. It's, yeah, 349 special attack, just lower than his max speed timid. So that falls almost perfectly into that range, which means he is probably max speed timid. With the +1, which means Lockjaw does need to Aqua Jet against it. Assuming it's this like standard set, and he put that into defense instead of HP. Bitterblade is doing 26 to 30, which means I'm guaranteed breaking a sub if he goes for it. I kind of want to bulk up in case he goes hard like Quaquavole or King Gambit. How much does King Gambit do? It's Sucker Punch. If I'm at +1, I'm taking it, and I'm killing with Bitterblade. Am I taking it? Yes, I'm still taking it, and that is max attack adamant. It's also 0 allies fainted. He has 1. Does that affect? No, I'm still taking it. Cool. I think that's my play. He hard goes Quaquavole, Mr. Worldwide. God, I kind of hate that. Quaquavole. At +1/+1, Aqua Step. Aqua Step does not kill, and Poltergeist could kill depending on his investment. It's a roll for sure, no matter what. But I think it's a roll I take. How well does Klefki handle this thing? Klefki doesn't want to take a close combat, but I'll take the Aqua Step, and I'll take the Aqua Step into the close combat, and then be able to go from there. If he Swords Dances or something, though, I'm not taking the close combat after that. So I think I do Poltergeist. He went for the Aqua Step. He's banded. Oh, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. +1/+1. He's not Life Orb, right? Yeah, I didn't see Life Orb. That's got to be banded. He went Choice Band on this thing against me? That's got to be banded. It literally has to be Choice Banded. At +1/+1, I think I always go. If he's +1 banded, I think Klefki can take one, but it doesn't do a whole lot back. I think I have to go Lockjaw. Does Lockjaw take one like this? I don't. There he is. Lockjaw absolutely takes one, and Psychic Fangs should 2-hit KO. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit, Shy. Let me make sure I'm doing. Okay, yeah. That's what I'm clicking. Good damage. Taking it. He outspeeds now. Fuck! He outspeeds now. Fuck! Oh, and if I lose this, I lose to Iron Moth. What the fuck is this thing? I have to sack something. I absolutely have to sack something. Holy fucking shit, Shy. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god, this is going terribly, and I can't commentate this shit. Oh my god. I have to just click Volt Switch. If he goes Garchomp, that's honestly I'm in a better position than if he doesn't. If he hard goes Garchomp, I'm definitely still in this game. Because Iron Valiant just does so much into the rest of his team. I have the answer to the one thing that I don't do well into. Oh my god. Went for the Aqua Step, I kill. Cool. Alright. He's not Scarf Chomp. I think I have to go hard Lockjaw. I can still do this. It is not gonna be easy. Any stretch of the imagination. But I can still do this. As long as I'm smart. No, King Gambit with Suck Punch is gonna be a problem late game. Oh my god. Shy, what the f. Okay. Should I send out the Venusaur here? How much does Psychic Fangs do to this thing? It hasn't even fucking mega'd yet. This thing's been out 3 times and hasn't fucking mega'd yet. I don't think I'm clicking Psychic Fangs here, because I need this for Iron Moth. I think I'm just clicking Flip Turn, but... for the sake of it, may as well. Psychic Fangs, yeah, it's not ever doing enough. I'm Flip Turning. Hard into Ion. He goes for Giga Drain, I go Hard Roost. I need to. Holy shit. I need health back on this thing. Holy shit. Shy is an absolute animal, and I'm terrified. Yeah, I'm taking that Roost. Cool. I'll do it again. Bug Buzz. Should 2-hit KO this thing, even if it's max special defense. I think. I don't remember the calcs. I didn't pull them up. I should do that. I should run the calcs. I'm gonna run the calcs. I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm not gonna be stupid. Ha 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 ha. No, it does not 2-hit KO. 3-hit KOs. Oh well. Doesn't matter. He's proving that he can't touch me by spamming Giga Drain. So, he was probably stalling out the Reflect. That's fine. I don't think that matters too much. King Gambit is a threat, but I think I can still win this. I still have my win conditions with Iron Valiant, Lockjaw, and this. Fuck. Fuck. I have to let something die. I have to let this die. So I can get Lockjaw in. Fuck. Yeah. Fuck me. GG. Oh my god! Fuck it, I'm clicking Wave Crash. I'm murdering this thing. Yeah, fuck you. God damn it. God damn it, Shy. God damn it. Alright. That's the video. I can talk about the things that I did wrong. I did a lot of things wrong, mostly in prep. I should have kept Ogerpun here over Basculin. It would have stopped that Quackful entirely. Yeah, it just, Quackful wasn't ever doing much, and if it had Brave Bird, if he addicted, then I would have been in the same position. So, it is what it is. Ah, fuck. Alright, that's the video. I'll see you guys later.